G'day, Simon Jackson, Power Farming Ashburton, Dealer Principal here. In the middle of a field here with Petet Butterick. We're down in Wakanui, east of Ashburton. Peter and his family have been farming here since 1872, so a long time big Canterbury farmers. Pete is the proud owner of the first versatile 520 in New Zealand, pivot steer tractor, and an anniversary edition as well. So I'll hand it over to Pete to tell you a little bit about, I suppose, where they started from and what they do. He's mixed arable farming with dairy grazing, and he can tell us a little bit more in depth what you're up to, Pete, and why you bought your gear, and you run some big tractors in your fleet. So tell us a little bit about that, and that'll be good.
Well, the excuse for having it, the genuine excuse is got about 700 hectares. We grow about 500 in crop every year, and then that goes into green feed for winter grazing. So we're effectively working the farm twice a year. We've gone up to some other pivot steers, and then I saw the anniversary model colour, so I said, I have to have one of those, I need it. Not that I wanted it. And we go 300 hectares of wheat and 200 of barley and a bit of grass seed and a bit of clover and nearly 100 hectares of potatoes and a few peas this year. This is going into peas on Saturday for tallies for vining and that sort of thing. So that's basically what we're about.
So tell us a little bit about the tractor, Pete, and what you like about it, and what it does for you. And
well, obviously I bought it because I needed it, but it was the colour that did the job.
It certainly knows colour stuff.
And yeah, this is the fourth pivot steer I've had. The only one, well, only the earlier one never had power hop, but the two I had before, they used to get power hop with this thing, but this one just, you never get power hop, and it sounds angry when it's under load and just pulls. Very good at that. And the power shift, that's magic. You hardly even feel the gear changes, and there's plenty of room in the cab, and it does the job you want it to do without any trouble at all. Pivot steers the equal wheels all around, and it pivots in the middle like the front end loaders do, the industrial front end loaders, the big buckets and things. The axles don't steer, just the steers in the middle. The wheels track too, because the pivot points are equal between the front and back wheels. When you turn in a circle, you just have the 4 tyre marks, not 8.
The serviceability side of the tractor, you like that, Pete? Obviously,
yeah.
It's built on service, I suppose, or serviceability with what all their fluids or all their filters are at waist height around the machine, and all their fluids are held in the centre of the machine. So your fuel is how many litres of fuel does it hold, Pete?
I think about 1800.
Right, so 1800 litres of fuel, but as it empties out, it doesn't change the centre point of your weight on your tractor. So
yeah,
your weight stays equal front and rear as your fluids decrease. So which is quite a big secret on versatile tractor versus a tractor that has it at the rear. Your weight changes over the rear as the fuel decreases. So.
Yeah, if you just said, it keeps pulling, this tractor I've ever had, that's for sure.
I think they're set up at what, 60-40 weight? 60 on the front, 40 on the rear, so when you load it on the rear it pulls the rear, so then it equalises the weight out, so your weight transfers very static across the machine. It's built out of raw steel. Like the transmission, you can wrap your arms around it, and the chassis rails are, mega thick, and so it's built out of raw steel. It sits here at about a touch over 24 tonne, I think it is, unballasted. So yeah, they're made out of raw material, and I think that and that helps with getting the traction on the ground.
Yeah, it certainly grips all right. There's no two ways about that. Yeah, not very often you got to put the diff lock in. It's got to be pretty slippery when you put it in.
And it's comfy, eh?
Oh yeah, ride's good. Yeah, ride's good. That's for sure. Doesn't toss you about much. Yeah, service is all right. You ring up and they come and do what has to be done. I'm not sure what has to be done, but yeah, no, I can't complain about the service and that sort of stuff. Oh, we had a good trip round Australia.
Yeah, we enjoy dealing with Pete. And yeah, before Pete bought the tractor, himself and I, we went for a bit of a trip around Victoria and New South Wales to look at versatiles, just to make sure he was happy with the product before he made his purchase decision, and spec as well, horsepower, and we had a good laugh.
Oh yeah,
didn't we, over the week? So
yeah, no, it was good.
It's good fun.
Good.
And we got to meet a lot of interesting characters on our journey as well. So
generally, 99% you know the gaffer at the top, and it's just as easy to slide into his office as to get put off somewhere down the tree. If there is a problem, it's not hard to sort when you get the man at the top.